Hey up everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Tenerife, where things are going somewhat as expected. If you're used to the continued success that I had with Sheffield United, don't expect that here. We've got two crucial matches against two fellow, I think, relegation rivals. We need 6 out of 6 points here. Now, I say things have gone sort of as expected because I think actually we've probably done a little bit better. Barcelona, 3-0 loss, unsurprising. Espanyol 3-1 away from home, little bit surprising, but I did eye that one for 3 points. On 3 points did we get, so that's good. Of course, they were promoted with us. Sevilla was going well until Kakabadze was sent off. Real Betis was a bit boring 0-0. That said, possibly should have been 1-1. You also might have noticed something there. Really briefly. We'll get on that in a second. 1-1 against Valencia at home is probably a better point than Betis, and I'll show you why in a moment. And then Levante, 5-3. Yep. All the markings of these next two games have been incredibly boring because it's been preceded with a 5-3 that you didn't see. What you do need to see is Nico Williams' goal. Also, you need to see Nico Williams. He's here on loan now. Should just mention 2 outgoings. There's another loan inbound that's happened. 2 outgoings. Teixeira's gone and Appa's gone. Both on cut price deals, both of them after the transfer window closed. I think Appa might have gone. Teixeira's going in January. Yeah, but both in cut price deals, which is a bit annoying, but it's money. It's money. Tried to sign this guy actually because he was released on a free at the end of last year. He went to Real Madrid, so unsurprisingly, I was never with a chance on this one. But we've loaned him in the end. We've loaned him for quite a lot of money. I realised quite dramatically that Townsend wasn't really a starter. Townsend's here on a squad contract, it's worth saying as well. So Nico Williams comes in to start on that right-hand side. And the thing is, if Real Madrid are sniffing around this 19-year-old who was released on a free, that potential is probably good potential. People might know Nico Williams. I don't know if he's actually a wonder kid or anything like that, but left-footed, right-sided player. Just what we needed. Teixeira, gone. This was the one I mentioned last time that did require Teixeira to leave in order to happen. And now I show you why he's worth 10 grand a week. Or I would do if the game worked. There we go. Second time's the charm. There's Williams picking it up in his own half. Moving forward. Still moving forward. Still moving forward. Yes, that's the goal. I can see why Real Madrid wanted him now. Also, you can see the formation change. Somewhat spurred by... I don't know who's playing it, but somewhat spurred by the mention of Volante, Segundo Volantes over the weekend in the Streamer Showdown, which I watch, of course. I decided to try Volantes myself. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I did a bit of research into Segundo Volante formations and what works and what doesn't work, and this is what we're playing. Obviously, adapting my findings to my squad and to what I just genuinely prefer. There's one instruction that I'm not super keen on, and that's get stuck in, but I'm going to put it in for now and see how it goes if we start picking up too many red cards. Worth noting, the red card that we did have was before this. If we start picking up too many red cards, then I'll get rid of it. But the idea is high pressing-ish. The idea is contain, get the ball, get it to the other end as quickly as possible, and score 5 goals against Levante. That's what happened, basically. Because I realise we're going to concede a lot. We might as well try and score a lot as well. And I feel like this is the best way to do it. And it allows me to use a formation and a role that I've always wanted to try. We've got the starters for it. We don't really have the subs for it. They are the only 2 players, really, that I would use as a Volante. We do have Calderon, of course, who's not really physically that great, but can do it. And Alberto, who is sort of in the same boat, actually. But again, could do it. Also, final transfer news, 18-year-old Nasser Univar's in because I don't need to register him. I figured I might as well go for just a loan signing. Fits the doesn't need to be registered rule, just because. Had a little bit of space in the wage budget. Figured I might as well try and get someone in who could do a few different positions. Tried to get Ryan Cherky. He went somewhere else. So I got Nasser Univar instead. He's 2-star now. I know his potential is quite good. I've seen him before in the game. Little bit of prior knowledge on this lad, but whatever. So he's there really for squad depth more than anything, because you are limited to 25 players in this one. So we've got the 25 players, and we've got just one extra who's under 19, basically, who doesn't need to be registered at all. Now, one thing to note in terms of general performances, Suarez has been largely disappointing. Bosco Sotalo has been largely disappointing as well. But Bosco Sotalo has been played out on the right because I did what was suggested to me once, and of course Kakabadze being sent off meant I had to play Sotalo right back because during the following match, Shaq Moore was also injured, so Sotalo played right back there. And then I forgot to take him out of it once Kakaradze came back. So Shakmore came back. So the lineup for Almeria here is Severa in goal, Munoz, Sotalo, Quiros, Moore, Cognac, Sassy, Barrow, Zukic, Williams, and Sturridge up front, who got 2 goals and 2 assists in the last match using this formation. It's his first time in that formation because I was playing the loanee, who is regarded as a better player and isn't. Right, so realistically, the first 6-pointer of the season. Tell a lie, Espanyol. But Espanyol started really well. Actually, Almeria started really well. They beat Barcelona, because of course they did. As this match gets off to a slightly dull start, of course it is, just want to say, the sub situation is back to just 3 substitutions. I think obviously the 5-in-3 thing is a COVID-related change that is going to revert in real life as well. We've hit the bar. Hang on, what's happened there? It's an own goal, but how? Right, let's watch this intensely now. Moore whips this one in. Zukic heads onto the bar. Jonathan, I see what's happened there. Now, I was thinking, highlight over, the clearance is about to happen. I'll be honest, it's not the greatest example of why this formation worked. But a goal's a goal, and I'm not going to argue with it, particularly as we're in a fight here. Quiros deals... Sorry, what was that flare from Quiros? Sturridge has been listed as actually injured now. I did notice he had a little bit of condition tick down early on, which rebounded. But now he's actually being listed as injured. But I don't know why. Knee injury. Yeah, that tends to affect things, Daniel. Yeah, Jorge on. His namesake, Jorge Cuenca, has also been a little bit disappointing in the matches he's playing. That's why we're playing Sotalo and Quiros. Cuenca was always meant to be third anyway. Right, so far we've been gifted a goal, and there has been a combined XG of 0.5. 3 points are 3 points, but this is not great entertainment. Cognac's there. Sassy on the edge. Over. But that's the thing about Segundo Volantes. They get there. They get to the edge of that box and just are threatening. Once you've got the ball, they run forward, get to the edge of that box, and just give something to think about. I feel like that probably was leading towards a penalty, and then he dodged the challenge. Of course, everyone's knackered now. Williams, after bigging him up, has been rubbish. Townsend exists. Zukic is knackered. I haven't got any more substitutions. Icefield on as well. That front line does need to be as fresh as possible for this to work. Obviously, the midfielders need to be fresh as possible for this to work. There's a lot to need to be... He's offside. Don't panic. How offside was he? Let's find out. We'll take it. So the Segundo Volante experiment, not gone well here. That being said, the entire back line had an absolute stormer there. Good win, boys, though. 3 points. That was a game in hand, apparently. Yeah, someone played 9. 11 points, 8 games in. Absolutely take. Yeah, Betis. I didn't highlight it. They're in the relegation zones. The point against them doesn't look as good now. Gotta be said, a very dull day altogether. So an uneventful in-between games. We just move straight on to the next match, and the changes I'm making are Araujo up front, Icefield on the left for the disappointing Zukic. Just that little knock to Sturridge. Not full fitness, don't want to risk him too much. But 3 points, scruffy 3 points, now for the next 3. Thought back-to-back victories might do more for the morale than that. There's a name on your screen that might be familiar to fans of the channel. Disappeared now, of course, because we're in the match. But Williams, Romario on the edge of the box. Williams again, he's got options to his right. Sassy goes for it. Wow. Resulting corner. Icefeld over it. Don't expect much from it. Roberto Lopez clears. Icefeld will get there first again to put the ball back in once more. Gone. Yeah, there is a certain Gallardo on their right-hand side. He moved there on loan really early on. So early that I missed it happen. I was going to do it myself. I was going to attempt it myself just to get a familiar name back in. I think that's a free kick, but we're going to see the footage again. It's in our favour, but I'm pretty certain that's a free kick. If it's a penalty, well, hey. But now we wait for the man to go to the box and then be told something that we don't get to hear, of course, and then we wait for him to come back onto the pitch and announce the result, which is completely pointless because this is a video game. No penalty, free kick, everything we thought of. There's the box. You didn't get to see it. My bad. Hinteregger, who I'm pretty certain isn't a left-back, playing left-back for them, though. Mosquera, Morey, Gallardo, there he is. Our friend. Morey again. Whip the ball in. What? How has that gone in? Thomas Icefeld has to go down for conceding that goal. I don't know how. Supposed to get in the way of the cross, I think, but the way that ball just lasered onto Sandro's face, I don't think Sandro knew much about this. Oh, he did jump for it, but that was a viciously fast cross. Also not offside, clearly. The one curious thing about Zukic, despite being an attacking midfielder on that left-hand side, he does have 11 tackling ability. He'd be quite a decent defensive winger, even though he's not familiar in the position of just straightforward left midfield, which is the only thing that lets him down in that regard. But Icefeld, Araujo out to Munoz, who is in plenty of space to whip this ball in. Araujo's there. That's what we loaned him for, and he's finally turned over. He has scored another goal at some point, which I have forgotten. It's the equaliser, 1-1. And this is what's great about this is the overlap, which is not part of the research, if I'm honest, on this formation, but I like the overlap, and there it goes. I just find the overlap just gives another option for defensively to think about. And there he is again. You can just see him lurking on the left-hand side once more. Half-time 1-1, we are the better side, so that's annoying. Kyrgios on a 6.4 and booked. Everyone else doing okay, really. We do have Quincy on the bench if we want to take him off for Kyrgios. Sassy gets that ball. That was lovely. Eisfeld. It was to Romario Barrow. Barrow charging at that. Charging again. Wait, that can't be Aitor Fernandez again. He plays Levante. Eisfeld. Araujo's there. It's got in, but handball. Alvaro Fernandez. Righto. Good goalkeeper. 4 stars by our standards. I'm concerned about Kyrgios because he's on a poorish rating and he's booked. I don't change to central defenders very often. Munoz, Romario's there on the edge, kicks it against the defender. Munoz there to put the ball in once more, and it's been tipped onto the bar. And back to Munoz for a third time. Cognac Sassi on the edge of the box is going to have a crack. Straight at the goalkeeper. Well, that's the one thing I do like about this is you do seem to get like nice little sustained bits of pressure, provided you don't just kick it at a defender and they actually get the ball. But Sassi, Moore's there. It was onside, but didn't get it to him. Goes back to Kyrgios. Sassy again. Inwards. Gonna switch, I think. Yeah. Poorly. Kyrgios, of course, the regular central defender and not the ball-playing central defender there. Quenser on. I'm not dealing with that. I think I actually need to bring on Kakabadze as well because Moore's not been brilliant. Kayado's going to whip a corner in. We get on that and Williams can run. Great athletic ability on Williams. Challenged. Araujo's going to get to that ball first. If the rest of the team can be aware of that and get into a position. Williams. Oh, my lord. He's done it again. I love how the text at the bottom went all very British as well. They went, oh, I say. But Williams on the edge of the box here lashes it in near post. Goalkeeper wasn't ready for it. And it's 2-1 Tenerife. We've turned this one around, I think. Quenser, we've hit the bar again. I don't have the bar on the statistics, but I'm pretty certain we've hit it twice, as this resulting corner is going to fizzle out eventually, I suspect, although Eisfeld's got the ball again. Ah, no, there we go. Tackled and dumped out for a throw-in. Got one more change if I need it. I need it. Romario Barrow's knackered now. Suarez can come on for a bit. I mean, he is the big money signing. I need to play him more, to be honest. Eisfeld on a free kick. Wide, but corner, I think, was pushed round the post. Quenser's there. Quenser. Tell you what, though, Quenser on corners is dangerous. Severo gathers their corner from Callado and then dumps it forward for Araujo to maybe chase. Nope, never mind. Sassy doesn't get to the knockdown either. This is slightly worrying. Callado's there. I know how good he is, but he doesn't get to it first. Garay, Rico, Eisfeld, Araujo. Felipe Suarez is there. He's got the option to the right if he wants to take it. Williams is there. He didn't really run onto it, but he's giving it back to Suarez. There's a great block, I think. That's all it was. And I'm not expecting much from the resorting corner, although the right back is taking it. This is concerning. That means I've only got one person back. Sassy on the far side. It's ping-ponged. Kakabadze, Williams. Back out to Kakabadze. No one there. Quenser. There's enough time left on the added time for this highlight to mean something. Munoz. This isn't just going to see it out. Williams is there. It's over. Another good chance. Gotta be said, though, the XG in the end, 2.5 to 0.88. Deserved victory. And indeed, 6 points from 6, the Segundo Volante experiment, done. 3 wins from 3 of the last ones and 2 draws in the 2 matches prior against really good sides. Although, Betis struggling, of course. And Graham Potter decided to come to Tenerife. Probably just on holiday, in fairness. And we are 5 unbeaten since changing the formation. Might have played against Sevilla, actually, thinking about it, but we are 5 unbeaten now. With the last 2 games of the season being Villarreal and Real Madrid, I do want to avoid playing them now. Granada are currently bottom. Bilbao are there, of course, as well. So I think those 2 will be the targets for the next time. Granada, certainly 3 points that we need to be getting. Bilbao, the sort of team that we can maybe nick a point against, or maybe nick a win against. I suspect they'll be top half come the end of it, but they're the sort of team that we can maybe nick a win against. So I'll see you again for those 2. Until then, ta-ra.